Hi, this is DH Dunn, and I'm here to ask myself a very basic question. Can I survive 10 days as a Posh survivor? Let's get back into it. Dunn from yesterday? Thanks for nothing, pal. That's no help. Pawning his problems off on me. Don't appreciate it. This guy. Well, don't know what to do. Guess I'll just pass that off to the next guy. Okay, so we have one of Pleasant Valley's trademark endless blizzards. Good to stay on brand there, PV. Appreciate it. We have the most water on Earth, so that's good. How much longer do we have on this fire? Hour 22. We have 2 teas. We have the ability to make no more. Now, one thing I need to do is have some coffee. Which we got some coffee here, so we'll drink our coffee. I can't say that I've 100% nailed a cup of coffee every day. I'm trying to make sure I drink a cup of coffee at least once an episode. So that's just taken care of. And we are going to run out of coffee before too long, so that's something to be nervous about. So we can't stay here. And we can't, well, we can't sleep in the space capsule over there. There's nothing saying we can't pass time there. And I think that's actually our smartest move, is to just wait for better weather to move. And if we just sit around and do nothing, I mean, nobody likes it. Nobody likes to sit around and do nothing. Some days though, some days it's not bad. I'll be honest, I didn't work very hard yesterday. Nope. I mostly took a veg day yesterday. Today's a big day. Supposedly, allegedly, in an hour and 15 minutes, we're getting a water softener, which we have been living. We've been in this house for almost 5 years, and we have a well, and the water is very hard, and it has stained and just destroyed everything. And so finally we're like, all right, we'll just scrape this together, and we're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. So we're doing it. We're getting the water softener, and I'm very excited. All right, it almost sounds for a minute like it's getting better, but then it doesn't. So I think we just wait this fire out, and we see what happens. What can I do for an hour? I can make another hour of water. That's what I've been doing. I don't see... Well, we could repair... I was going to say we could repair clothing. There really isn't any. We'll repair these socks. They're at 100%. That's good. These wool socks are at 97. We can't repair the shoes. I should have hung on to shoes. Yeah, so I guess... What do we got here? 51. Is there any way to extend this a little bit more? There we go. Let's give it an hour. No. PV and its blizzards, man. Very impressive. Commit to the bit is a comedy rule. And PV commits to the bit. Like, hey, our trademark... It's like the sitcom character that has their catchphrase that they say every episode. Like, PV's like, yep, this is what people know me for. I gotta do it. I gotta give the people what they want. 35 minutes left. We could probably push it another hour with more books. Come on. So sad. So sad. Alright. Very well. I mean, we probably can go one more hour, and I bet this fire will still be lit. Unbelievable, the duration of this blizzard. Okay, it is what it is. We'll grab a torch for no good reason. Let it blow out because it's funny. Or not blow out, because that would be even funnier, because that makes me wrong. Or blow it out after I say that. Sure, that's good too. All right, and we're literally just going to stand here. I do not know what else to do. So we'll drink some water. See the game last night? There's no game. I mean, I'm sure there was a game. I mean, this is actually in some ways worse than a blizzard because you've got the visibility hit, you've got the low temperature, you've got the wind, but it's just not blizzard enough that the predators can be out there. So I don't think so. I'm glad we have so much food. I'm just gonna eat the rest of these cattails now because you know what? It's something to do. We could read. No, I wish we could read. It's not gonna let me read, even though we can clearly see. And I will acknowledge the reverse happens in the game too. There are times when it is pitch dark and yet the game believes you can see. The basement of Forsaken Airfield, the hangar, the forge that's under there, the workbench that's under there. You can work at that workbench in the pitch dark if it's daytime. Unless they've changed that. I haven't tried it in a while because I don't go to Forsaken Airfield very often. Alright, you know what I feel like doing? Playing cards. If I was a modder, a useless mod I would put in would be other things you can do to pass time, like whittling or something, like something else that you could do to pass time besides just playing cards in the dark. No, I'm not going to travel in this weather. It's better. I could maybe... No, I can't get back to Timberwolf. I doubt I could get up the rope. And if I wait much longer, I definitely can't. I don't think I can already. So, I think that's out. We might be able to find our way to Skeeter's. But I can't sleep at Skeeter's. There's no bed of any kind there. I can't sleep at the cave near Skeeter's because that bed's not good enough for me. But all that's going to happen... I got enough stamina to just sit here and pass time. So all that's going to happen is we might... I mean, I got enough calories. We might run out of stamina. And we'll take 1%, you know. That's better than wandering around in the dark with wolves and bears and the cold and... So now this is probably workable now. We can at least... You know... wander around and pick up a few things, maybe. PV, I think, was, despite the blizzard, I think PV was a good spawn. It didn't give us the clothes that I thought it would. Witness shirtless Will. But, decent amount of resources that you can pull out of PV. Do I want to do this? I'm thinking no. I might just go down to the argument and just check that out and then go back. Sometimes there's a wolf around here.
My fingers feel numb.
Yeah. But see, this is what happens to me, is then I start thinking, well, I'm already here. I might as well keep going. Hello, sir. Thanks for nothing. I don't really know what I expect to find. Short of the bed, I don't know what would help me. We do have a stem. So, I mean, we're not in anything resembling a panic situation. I was on Reddit yesterday and reading someone who had basically their premise was, I just installed the game and I immediately started playing Interloper, and you know, just kind of detailing that experience, and then, you know, what do I do, what do I try? And you know, there's the usual, you know, recommendations. Watch Zach. Very good recommendation. And, you know, remember, you know, you can use your condition as a resource, and you got to have the map knowledge and the usual stuff, which is all good advice. The thing that I was thinking, and someone else made this point, so I'm somewhat parroting this point, is that Interloper, I think, is about movement. One of the things that you can do a lot at the lower difficulty levels is kind of just stick around. PV is a bit of an aberration on this one because I find it hard to leave PV. PV kind of sucks you in. But that you have to keep moving. You have to keep going to new places, getting new loot until you get yourself established. And this would be true on the lower difficulty levels if the loot wasn't so much better. But because of that, you can get established very quickly. You know, a couple places, and you've got good clothing, and you've got some matches, and you've got some food, and you're in great shape. Loper, you have to visit like multiple regions sometimes to get everything that you need, but that's countered by the map knowledge. Is you have to know where you want to go, and you have to get there quickly, and you have to get there at the right time. You have to know when to run and when to stay. And for each person, that's different. You know, lots of people, I think, particularly in this clear night, would be like, "Yeah, I'll just go for it. I'll just go head over to the farmhouse." But I'm so close to sunrise. I feel like I don't want to take the condition damage that's gonna do. I'd rather take 1% from stamina. It means I won't be able to sprint, but if I really had to sprint, I could stem. Now, if we didn't have the food, then I'd be taking 2%. It's still better than the cold damage. All right. I wish we were warmer. I wish I was taller. Can I just pass time in the bed? Will I warm up more? If I sleep in this metal shelf, I can't find it. Should be over here. You know what? The hell with it. Hell with it. We've done all we can here. We are going to take some damage, but it won't be as much as we would have took, I think, going in the storm. Okay. Zuma, zooma, zoom. I think I'm headed back to Draft Dodgers. Now, I'm going to lose my sprint here, which will disappoint me. I think Draft Dodgers might be the fastest warm bed that I can reach. I hear you, Ptarmigans. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with you. I can't harvest you. My only goal is live. Doesn't matter if I ever find a shirt. Doesn't matter if I have 2% condition at the end of the 10 days. The goal is to live. To beat the challenge. To be Posh. Or die trying.
I'd lay down right here if I thought I'd ever wake up again.
Yeah, exactly. We should be able to get most of this condition back. As long as I don't screw up the goading. And don't get eaten by that wolf over there. Might be able to sneak by him. I know those tempting sticks well. I want them too. We could conceivably pop into Skeeters here and warm up, but I don't really think that's going to make an enormous difference. I'm just angling this way to stay away from the wolf. So I think our long-term, our goal is coastal. I think coastal is more likely to give us clothing options than Mystery Lake is. And we can always go to Mystery Lake after anyway. And go through Ravine, which is, you know, at least a nice friendly area. I do appreciate this weather. I can't do that. I'll have to remember that route I just took, because there was pretty much no high-risk goating in there at all. Crunch, Will says as he shatters his ankle. You're fine. Grab those mushrooms while you're here. You got nothing going on. What, do you got, an appointment or something? You're fine. One of my worries is that when you die, you go to a special place. This maybe is only true for like streamers and YouTube people. You go to a special place where you meet all the video game characters you've run in your life. And you get confronted by Will and Astrid and Mario and everybody else that you've just tormented over the years. Okay, we have been here before? Yeah. Okay. Time to sleep, Will. You're gonna love it. I don't think the full, though. I think I might do 5. Enough to get us to Pleasantville. Or at least to the Big Red Barn. Okay. Off we go. I feel good about this. It's faster to go to the farmhouse from here. But that puts me more in line with going to Mystery Lake, and I don't really want to go there. And I want cattails from the river, if there's any left. Yeah. Calm down there, Edmund Hillary. I don't talk about it much, actually, on YouTube, or I haven't, but I am an Everest and basically Himalayan climbing nut. I love Himalayan climbing history. I follow the climbs every year. And I've just always been fascinated with that. Certainly, the entire situation has been somewhat tainted over the past, I'd say, 2 decades. With a lot of tourist climbing. But even with that, I just find the mountains themselves to be incredibly beautiful, and the stories that come from them to be very compelling. And the history of that area is just really, really interesting to me, and the Sherpa people are fascinating, and I've read a bunch of books about them. I don't talk about my own writing that much, but I have a 7-book fantasy series whose main character is a Sherpa. And
can't feel my hands.
I hope I did them justice. They're amazing people. The area is amazing. I'd love to see it someday. Probably will never happen. I wouldn't climb. Not at my age. If I had found and discovered Himalayan climbing when I was like a teenager, ooh, I don't know. I might not be here doing this video right now.
Damn. I'm freezing.
I know you're freezing, Will, and I thought, well, I'll just run into the Red Barn and sleep a bit. No, I won't. I only sleep in beds. I was about to break the rules, but I remembered. Are we warm here? Yes. We may pass time. That's it. We didn't get much, wow. I'll say we didn't. We got this. I think I will have this birch bark, though. Now, how many matches do I have? I think I'm going to warm up the birch bark. It's not a super efficient use of matches, but just get maybe a little fire going. We could break that crate down. Or we could fail to light this fire altogether. That's also an option. The world is your oyster, Will. You make the call. You're the guy with no shirt on, not me.
I've felt so cold in my life.
I believe that, actually. You're the guy with the standards so high that he won't wear the many shirts I have found him. Nope, not good enough for me. I guess we just put that out. That's probably all we do. You want to eat your one cattail? We already did. That's how good it was. Oh no, we're out of coffee too. Are we? I don't think we can make it. 0.01, I think, is a problem. I never searched you? God, I'm bad at this game. Yeah. Let's just hurry this up and go. Okay, we don't have time to sit around forever. Yay. I'll get us a little restoration, or at least mitigate a bit of the damage we're going to take on our way to Pleasantville. I ran from this barn to Pleasantville a whole bunch yesterday, because while I didn't record any I Lopes yesterday, I did some recording for a video that will be coming out in a couple weeks. And for that video, I spawned in Pleasant Valley, looking at my notes here, at least 25 times. Sciencing something. Don't worry, Bashrobes and Archimedes. I'm not working your side. I couldn't hold a candle to the great scientists of the long dark like those guys. But I have something that I wanted to test, and I was surprised by the results. They were not what I expected. So I'm gonna put a little video out about that. When it comes out, you'll go, oh, that's what he was talking about. Okay. I woke up this morning to a significant bump in subscribers. And, you know, I was like, whoa, what happened? You know what to expect. You know, you might get 1 or 2, you know, but when you wake up and you're like, whoa, I have 19 more subscribers than I had yesterday, something happened. And so Zach shouted out the first video of this series, which did tremendously well. And I'm so appreciative of that. But then he went one step farther, posted in his Discord, asking people to come check my channel out and give me a subscription because of how close we are to 1,000. And, you know, guys, I gotta say, I used to listen to Zach. You know, Zach was how I learned how to play the game. And I would listen to him in some pretty tough times. And he was just an amazing distraction. He would help me fall asleep, you know, when I just couldn't shut my brain off from all the stuff that I was dealing with. And just gave me peace, you know. And then I started streaming on Twitch, and I ended up being lucky enough to be part of one of his experiments that he did, because I put my hand up, and, you know, always put your hand up. So I did, And
I'll be hungry later.
I can't eat that. So I ended up being part of one of his experiments for a video that ended up never really happening. That ended up giving me my friends the Hobbits. But I also ended up Zach's mod over time. And so I've gotten to talk to him a decent amount of times, just, you know, on like, you know, DMs and stuff. And I gotta say, he's exactly who you would want him to be. You know, they say don't meet your heroes. You can meet this one because he is just a kind, decent, funny, thoughtful, brilliant, unassuming person. And it would be amazing to meet him in person someday. But all my interactions with Zach have been nothing but kind. He cares so much for this game and its community. And he's just really, he sets an example for everybody. So he's pretty great. All right. We are going to sleep here in this bed. Maybe 4, 3. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yeah, I don't see that as a portion of your future, to be honest, William. I see that being unlikely. Did I check this potato? Yeah, it's just barely not good enough. That one's significantly not good enough. All right, let's just get out of here. Get out of here. You're always preparing. Just go. Okay. I mostly slept so that I could sprint.
I can eat a horse.
Now, we're going to head to Coastal. We're going to be bed challenged again. There's... Oh, I see you. You're in just the worst spot. The wind is helpful. If I can just get ahead of him. That's not what I want. Let me see where you are now. Yeah. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. This is fine. Beware the power of my lantern. I'll sprint again in a minute. He'd probably kill me in a struggle right now because my stamina is so low. I've learned over time that stamina definitely seems to have an impact on how you do in wolf struggles, how much damage you take. Get a life, dude. I'm tempted to burn this flare, but I kind of want to save it. Now we're walking into the wind, though, which is definitely slowing me down, so I think I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to burn the blue. And hope he just runs in a different direction. Come here, dummy. Come here, we can't do this all day, okay? We both have lives to lead. That's the worst direction you could go. Why? Honestly, why? Couldn't pick it up either. Now we gotta do this all over again. Do you see that? This isn't what either of us wants. See, now we gotta do this again. Come here. This flare's not infinite, you know. An old wheezy Will here. Okay, we'll say goodbye to well-fed. The wind shifted so that it is still in my way. Oh my god, I hate you, wind, so much. Why are you like this?
Too cold to think.
Oh my god, a third time? Yeah, we lost it too. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna have to burn the red. No, too windy. You made me waste both my flares, you stupid wolf. Come here. You better not run the other way. Do not. Okay, PV, I've about had it with you. I take it back. Please stop the wind.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, Will. There's a fire tower not too far from our exit point.
Damn it. So hungry.
Probably don't need this flare anymore, but we'll hang on to it for a little bit longer. Why not? Other than the annoying noise. But when I transitioned from Voyager, I didn't really do Stalker. I went from Voyager to Interloper. And I do feel like Stalker is not the halfway point between the two. It is kind of on a loot perspective. But I feel like Stalker is kind of its own thing. But I went from Voyager to Interloper, and one of the things that I was very used to in Voyager was just having full condition all the time. And so anytime that bar was not, you know, full, I'd be like, oh no, I'm dying. I'm dying. Kind of don't look at it that way anymore. But if you do Nagoa or Misery, you know, eventually,
Dusk.
then yeah,
Can't be far behind.
you can't get it back. Misery, I don't think there's any way to get it back, is there? Other than stims? Do stims give you condition back in Misery? I played around with Misery very briefly when it came out, and I was like, this removes too much of what I enjoy and pushes me into a kind of gameplay I don't like. So I love that people love it. And I think that's great. I actually do. I think it's really fun and funny that so many people are doing so well at Misery. But it's not for me. Doesn't mean I'll never do it, but I couldn't see it being my main play style. I think I will always be Interloper now. All right, I'm going to take a look at our recording time. It's a bit low, so I think we'll go through the mine. We'll switch to the lantern as soon as this is done. Grab some coal. That's not coal.
This stuff will come in handy.
Nope, can't wear it. That's not posh. I wonder if you can jump from here. Hey, you can. Neat. I've never tried that. That was fun. My favorite jump is from the top of the top section, like the top loft in the Big Red Barn in Pleasant Valley. You can jump down and land directly. You can land in the back of the pickup truck, which is fun. Or you can land directly on the fire barrel, even if it's lit. And that's also fun. You don't get burned. The fire barrel cannot burn you. Okay, I can't pick up all the coal. I'm already, 10 kilos over. Okay, we'll let you go. No, not you. Bring you online. I'm not going to pick up more coal. Proceeds to pick up more coal. When I say stuff, I mean, that's just suggestion. It's not, that's just me musing out loud about what I might do. But the mouth and the brain are not always talking to each other. But yeah, I think I'm good on coal at this point. You know what would be great? A dress shirt. You know what would be crate? That crate. Stupid joke. Dad jokes, though. They're good. Now I have granddad jokes, because I have 2 granddaughters. So I get to tell them the same stupid jokes I told their fathers. I had 2 boys for children, and then I have 2 granddaughters for grandchildren. It's pretty cool. They're amazing. They are the most brilliant kids in the world. Because of course they are.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I had to go through a big kind of decision process when the first one was born about what do I want to be called. Because I called my grandfather Papa, and I called my other grandfather Gramps. I had a great relationship with Papa. He was a huge influence on who I am. And not the same with the other guy. I think I'm messing this up. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm getting weaker.
So I had to decide what did I want to, what did I want them to call me? Although kids often make their own decision of what they're going to call you. But I chose Grampy. Because I felt it was kind of, fun and whimsical and fit my personality. And that's what they've gone with. I am Grampy. That's pretty great. All right. I'm glad that I'm with you here at the end of all things, or at least the end of this tunnel. Hello, Mr. Stem. I wondered where you were. I think I'm going to pop out and pop back in to take the save. And I proclaim this episode to be a wild and unqualified success because we are not dead. Did we make anything better? Not really. We got ourselves to Coastal, though, which it was really, really important to get out of Pleasant Valley because we had been everywhere and touched everything. And there's nothing for us in Timberwolf Mountain that is easily reachable with this clothing situation that we are in. So Coastal is really, I think, our best option. And we are currently on day 4. So probably close to 5. So that is going to do it for this one. I will be back tomorrow with more adventures in the Long Dark. If my schedule goes the way I think it will, tomorrow will be another episode of How Long Can I Lope Stinky? Stinky Will is getting pretty close to 30 days with 3 stink lines, so that's pretty exciting. And then we'll be back next week with more Posh Survivor. That's going to do it for this one. Guys, I appreciate all of you so very, very much. If you've enjoyed the video and you could like, comment, or subscribe, that really means everything to us. And us being myself and Annie. And yeah, that's going to do it. I will be back next time. Until then, stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.